Hey y'all, good morning. We've had rain. I'm so excited. In fact, we've had rain aplenty. And I'm never going to complain about rain again, y'all. It was pretty bad. But I'm so excited about what has been happening this week. I released a monarch butterfly. I was hoping I would have another one this morning, but it looks like it's going to wait a little bit longer, maybe until this afternoon. So I'll be able to share that with y'all next week. But my name's Rachel, and I'm gardening for butterflies on Alabama Gulf Coast in Zone 9A. And I've recently just kind of switched over to only container gardening for right now. And so I was going to show y'all what's been happening in the garden. Things have resumed kind of growing out of control. As you can see, this Cecile Bruner rose is taller than the house again. I need to trim it. My husband is adamant. He can't stand it getting crazy like that. So I'm going to probably trim it today. And I got some new things that I haven't had a chance to put in pots yet to replace that scraggly Calibrachoa. I'm going to probably, this is like one of those trailing vinca. So I'm going to have that on either side right there and probably get some bigger pots for them. I have a couple of roses that are blooming, and you can see, oh, my roses have black spot for sure. I'm not even sure which rose this is. I want to say it's like an older James Galway, because what happens is James Galway comes out this color, and then once it opens up, it kind of fades a little bit. So I think that's like an older James Galway. Isn't that pretty? I am so thankful for the rain. Y'all, just anybody who ever thought that they could keep a garden growing by themselves, all you got to do, go without rain for 2 weeks, and you just know that plants need God to rain on them. Here is a James Galway that is about to open up. I've done some rearranging in the circle garden a little bit. I cut back some of the swamp milkweed. The swamp milkweed are these giant plants right here on either side, and they haven't been flowering, so they haven't really been doing it for me. And I haven't had monarchs around. I've just got these 4 that I'm raising, so it's kind of, I've got so much milkweed all in the front yard that I'm probably just going to continue to cut them back if they don't flower. But this week I'm going to be playing with spillers. This is something that I haven't gotten a chance to plan out yet, but this is a phlox in this pot, and then this, I don't even know what it is because I've never grown it before, but I've got the tag right here. It is Fanflower Purple Haze Scaviola. So I hope that will enjoy living there with the phlox. Man, everything has been rejoicing that God finally favored us with some rain. It is getting a little out of control. The frogs have been singing praises and thanking God. I have been thanking God. I prayed so much for rain. I was desperate for it. I could barely keep things going just watering them. I mean, maybe you can keep a couple of pots going without rain, but even they would be like, y'all, this is all right, but where's that sweet, sweet rain from heaven? So the circle garden is very pink and very chartreuse, and pink and white and chartreuse. I'm really enjoying it. You know what I love about that chartreuse is it just seems to be like spots of sunlight, just happy punches of light in the garden, even when on a cloudy day like today. It is cloudy, and we're probably going to get some more rain. I have more phlox, and then I've got this, I think it's called Evolvus, that I'm going to plant in here, so it'll, yes, that is it. Let me show you. Evolvulus Blue Days. Going to have that kind of trailing out of there. I do love spillers. What about y'all? Y'all love you some spillers? I like them. I'm just kind of doing a little bit of an experiment. Just everything I do out here is really an experiment. But since I'm going to have things in pots now, and the sun, I mean, when it's in bright sun, you know, that pot gets heated up hot, hot, hot with the sun shining on it. So what I was going to do is put spillers on the edge of it and see if that might shade the pot and keep it a little less warm. Something I did, and I don't know if I showed y'all this last week, but I dug up this black and blue salvia from the side of the house, and I'm gonna see if it will live. Potted it up. It doesn't look happy. I'm gonna give it maybe another week, and if it doesn't like perk up, then I'm gonna put something else in that, because now my container space is at a premium. But I also dug another one up. You can see over there, that's there, right there, black and blue. I think it's black and blue salvia. Now that I'm looking at it from here, it could be Amistad. Huh. Well, if it perks up, we'll find out. But I've got some new little things over here that they're not going to stay because they can't take the full sun, but I just potted them up today, and I'm going to put them around my fountain in the front. I've got this orchid, and it's more purple than pink. It's looking a lot pinker right here, but this thing needs part sun, and it is going to need to be brought in the winter time. It can't stand temperatures under like 36 degrees, so I'm going to put it in the greenhouse for the winter. And then of course this caladium, it doesn't really want a whole lot of sun. It can take a little more sun than this orchid, but those two things I'm going to put around my fountain that in the front. And I've got some more plants. I just haven't had time to pot them up and rearrange them. I'm going to have more time when I'm off tomorrow. Yay, happy 4th of July, y'all. And get to play out here a little bit more and neaten things up, and maybe get some I need to mulch and just kind of tidy things, because things are a little messy and gross. But aren't you loving this? This is coleus, and then zinnias. This coleus is a little bit taller than this one. I'm just loving that color combination. It's so fun. I just like playing with plants, y'all. Playing with plants and playing with butterflies. But this phlox, this is the phlox that I bought 3 more of them and put them in pots across the way. And that is probably going to take them another year to really pop out, because that one this one I've had since last year, and it didn't bloom. I didn't know what it was, and I didn't really even know if it was going to be worth like saving and keeping. But once it bloomed, now I know I want a jillion of them. But aren't you loving like the pops of the chartreuse? Isn't that fun? So fun. I love that. And of course, I'm all into the pink and the purple. And oh, I've dug up several things to try to save them, like this yarrow. And I've got some, I started these from seeds, and man, they are really tough because they've been dug up by armadillos. They've been moved from place to place. I don't even know how many times I've moved these things. This one I planted out first thing, and it got scraggly and sad, and I don't know if it's gonna come back or not, but I'm going to give it a chance. I also dug up these coleus out of the yard, these 3 right here. Aren't they pretty and fun? Don't you love this kind of curly one right here? So I saved those because it looked like they were probably going to get dug up and tossed aside. Everything gets abused here. And look over there. Look how tall. Oh, gosh, it's probably 15 feet tall, the fig tree. For years, it has been a sad, pathetic little 4-foot thing that looked like it needed to be cut down. and it's been getting watered and fed, and so it's been doing really well. I didn't do it on purpose, it was just kind of incidental, but so there's the garden, and I'll just show you a little bit of my fountain garden. I wanted to show you up close this new thing that I got. Is it not beautiful? It kind of reminds me, I mean, I know it's not. It looks, the coloring is kind of fuchsia-y to me, you know, with the pink buds and then the purple and just the mixture of pink and purple. And I can't pronounce it, but I'm going to show you what it is. I got it from Cornucopia yesterday. It is Tibouchina dwarf bush. So this thing can't take super cold temperatures either, and it needs partial sun, partial shade, so that's why I'm going to put it around the circle garden. I mean, not circle garden, but the fountain garden, kind of in the front where the screened-in porch is. And I'm going to pot it up today, and also put the caladium back here and that new iris that I got. I wanted to fill in the space a little bit more from the fountain garden right here, because this is where I'm going to be living on the screened-in porch. I'll show y'all my new innovation right here. I found this pool for $25. It's like 10 feet long, and I jump in it after I've been working in the garden, and it's so amazing because it doesn't get filled with frog eggs, and it doesn't get overly hot in the sunshine, so it's so refreshing. So yeah, we've got an indoor pool. How cool is that? For $25, y'all. And this passion flower vine is going to totally take over everything. I've got some trellises. I've been saying I was going to take them and bring them out here and get them all kind of on them, and I need to do that this afternoon or tomorrow, because I really don't want this grass to get overtaken, and it will, because I mean, just look, that is all passion flower vine right there, and it's already on top of it. So I'm going to put some trellises in between here and kind of drape them on there. And isn't this fountain grass fun? It got beat down by the rain, but it's making a comeback. I'm just so thankful to God for finally blessing us with rain. I mean, if you think that you can take care of a garden without God, wow. Well, you got another thing coming, because everything relies on Him. I mean, my goodness, I can't even make my heart beat by myself. God is in control, and I'm so very thankful that He sent rain to us. Just, oh, and everything is. The frogs have been singing praises. The birds have been singing praises. I've been singing praises. Oh, even the armadillo, I think, sings praises for the rain. Here's a cool milkweed seed pod opening up. And when it dries out, these little seeds will just fly away on the wind. Isn't it just really beautiful? What a cool design. This is the Monarch chrysalis that is probably going to open very shortly. Within either minutes or hours, it will be opening up, because you can see through it. I wonder if you can even see it moving, or is that just me? Could just be me. But is that not incredible? This is what a spent Monarch chrysalis looks like. And then this Monarch chrysalis right here will probably emerge in another day or two. thank y'all for coming with me on my walk through my garden. And I hope y'all have a wonderful 4th of July. I'm just so thankful for the rain. I'm praying for y'all to have rain if you haven't had it yet. And I'm praying for y'all and your gardening adventures and just your health and everything that's going on with you. Thank y'all so much for sharing about your gardens and what you're doing. I really enjoy finding out what y'all are doing because it's an adventure. Just every day outside is an adventure. And I'm thanking for God for y'all. And y'all have a wonderful 4th of July. And I'll talk to you later. Have a great week.